Should be quite a matchup because we have two men who are top contenders to many titles. Television title, United States Championship, even Cruiserweight Championship. And here's a man, I would not want to take a match against the Iceman right now. Just lost to Jeff Jarrett, lost the United States Heavyweight Championship.
Because of Eddie Guerrero.
Because of Eddie Guerrero. And here's a man who stays focused, who when he loses a title and has something go wrong in his career will pick up the intensity even more, which is a great thing for a wrestler to do. It's a great way to approach things. Not to sulk, not to cry, just go back at it harder. Dean Malenko and his opponent Chris Jericho. And Jericho, a lot of intensity.
And I've got the list of all the wrestlers that are going to be participating next week here, and I'll run it by you in a little bit.
You mean our rundown for next week?
Yes, I've got it all down here right now. I'll do it later.
You want to do it by yourself?
Yeah, I'll handle it. Don't worry.
Okie dokie. We wait for that one, fans.
Notice Malenko hasn't shaved for a few days. Maybe a week, maybe a month. He's not a happy man.
No, he's not. But he's ready to go. Look at this. Aggressive already. Here we go. Jericho and Malenko. Very similar in their styles in that they like to take the fight to you. And they would as soon stay on the mat as they would go up high. They can do it all. Jericho, right now, though, very young in the formative years of his career. And you can better believe in the next 5 or 6 years, Chris Jericho is going to be a champ.
Either that or win the Michelle Pfeiffer look-alike contest.
Oh, no, not at all. Hammerlock applied here by Jericho. Jericho's father, Ted Irvine, great hockey player with the Kings, with the Rangers.
He wasn't a hockey player. I found out what he did. He delivered ice. He used to have a horse with a hat with the ears sticking out, and he used to deliver ice in Brooklyn. That's what he did. That's what I heard.
Chris Jericho's father had his ears sticking out of his hat?
No, his horse did, which he finally wound up marrying.
What was his horse doing with Chris Jericho's father's hat?
Didn't have one of his own. How do I know?
Well, would you... How Brislock applied.
Can't go buy hats.
He was a hockey player.
No, he delivered ice.
Well, you can talk to Jericho about that, but I know on very good authority that his father was a hockey player. And Chris, great athlete, ducking low, rolls up, does Malenko. How about this?
Oh!
Tip up in a handspring. Cartwheel, and then Jericho gets the first blow back in.
Maybe his dad did play hockey because I had heard over the years that his friends used to call him the baby goon. So maybe he did.
I don't want to get into this. Jericho! Oh! Good maneuver using the middle turnbuckle that time and propelling himself across the top rope of the floor. And the fans appreciate the abilities of the youngster, Lionheart, Chris Jericho.
Man's in tremendous shape.
Yes, he is.
Wrestlers are all in better shape now than they were 20 years ago, 10 years ago.
1, 2, and they have to be.
Well, the conditioning, the schedules,
That's right.
Just with the workouts, the nutrition, everything is speeded up. The athlete is bigger today, faster and stronger.
And the man that really started this modern era of wrestling, the super heavyweights, the big size, the speed, everything was Hulk Hogan. And, you know, you can say what you want to about him, like him or not, and we all certainly do not. He really paved the way for wrestling in the modern era, don't you think? From Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Because
6'8", 350, 325.
You know, everybody came along and wanted a shot at that man. They wanted to knock that man off. A lot of people had a good opportunity to do it. But boy, Hogan was smart. He knew how to manipulate people. He hid behind the rules. For years, I've said this about the man. Told you what a piece of slime the guy is. Nobody believed me. Now everybody sees. Now you people still want to call me a weasel? Still want to call me names when I'm right? Go ahead. You just make yourself look stupid.
And in a mere 3 weeks, same man, Hulk Hogan, now known as Hollywood Hogan, will team with the Worm, Dennis Rodman, in the main event at WCW's Bash at the Beach.
You've been close to Rodman.
Only one time.
What's good is if you get tired of looking at him, you can read him. With all this kind of drawings on him, he draws.
Those are tattoos.
Oh. Thought he fell asleep in a newspaper in Central Park.
You try to read those taps. There's a 1-2, almost got a 3 count.
Well, it's kind of hieroglyphics, you know. You have to be educated.
I don't know. I don't want to get into it here. But we are seeing Dean Malenko trying to rebound after a catastrophic loss at the hands of Jeff Jarrett.
But what happened? Eddie Guerrero came out of nowhere, had a sling on, climbed that top rope, jumped Dean Malenko when he was flat on his back in trouble. I mean, come on.
Problems exist between the two. I mean, if you can go back and talk about the history between Malenko and Guerrero and what Malenko attempted to do to Eddie's family, to Chavo Jr., to Hector. I mean, it's all there.
Come on, you had 9 months and you come up with Hector. You come up with another name. You name your burro Hector. You don't name your kid Hector. You got a brother named Hector?
Eddie has a brother named Hector, and you know that. And you're just trying to make fun of the name.
And what's his other brother's name?
Eddie's brother, Chavo Sr.
Chavo.
Pick up.
You know what Chavo means in Spanish?
No, I don't. Here's Malenko with a cover. 1, 2.
Oh!
Jericho, you can see his eyes were open, looking at the referee, and he knew that he could get out of it, but he let the count go to 2 that time.
Chavo is a derogative to the word coward.
A derogative? Word? Yeah, a derogative.
Where'd you come up with this, Tony? Tony, you're talking like you're nuts.
I'm repeating what you just said.
Yeah, you didn't hear it from me. Oh!
Malenko puts on the abdominal stretch. He really put the brakes on that time with the attempted Irish whip from Chris Jericho.
And that's a great move because that's what throws you off. He goes to throw you into those ropes and you figure you're going that way. All of a sudden he stops you, pulls your back. Your whole body just snaps back and forth. That's why he can slap the stretch on him that easy. Boy, does he know what he's doing in that ring. It's a pleasure to watch a man like this.
Yes, it is. And I would agree with that. And look at Jericho. Jericho with a lot of tenacity and desire here. He just absorbed everything, and now he's back into it. Going to follow Malenko in. A patented Malenko move. One step ahead. The quickness. Jericho blocked the double axe handle. Belly to belly. Released it. All the way to the ropes on the other side. And the cover. Jericho 1, 2. No.
I don't think Malenko's going to get beat twice in a couple weeks.
Well, I wouldn't think that either, but sometimes you never
don't know.
That's right. You never know how they're going to react to a loss. But it's up.
Especially here at WCW. Anybody can beat you any time.
That was great anticipation that time by Malenko.
You know, anticipation is better than preparation. You can prepare all you want.
Small package, 1, 2. Malenko fighting, finally got out of it.
You can prepare all you want for a Dean Malenko, but you're never going to be prepared for him. But if you can anticipate what he's going to do, you're better off. I'd rather have a wrestler working for me that could anticipate rather than prepare himself.
Oh, 1, 2.
No!
The bridge suplex, and for a second time now, Malenko gets out of it. Small package, bridge suplex. How about that counter move? The Iceman turns him over. 1, 2. Did not get him. Did not get him, but it was pretty darn close.
Boy, the hand was on its way down, wasn't it? He's frustrated. Look at Malenko. What can I do to beat this man?
Up on top. Down.
The wrestlers are so much better today, Tony, than they were.
1, 2, no. 1, no. Again, look at this. Incredible turn of events here. Who's going to get the pin?
It looked like a lazy boy gone nuts.
Yeah, you're right.
It reclined, it went back, it went upside down, it turned around.
And Malenko hits hard. Jericho wants to make sure that he's down, groggy, for the missile drop kick. Couldn't get him up. Forward roll inside.
Yes! And you notice as he took him over, he rolled him down. He hooked his leg. That's a wrestler. That's a man that knows his craft. Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko gets the win here on WCW Worldwide Wrestling, and there's a very dejected Jericho. Gave it his all. That was a great match.
Don't pout. Learn from it. You were in there with a man that mastered you. You were in there with a man that beat you with a wrestling maneuver. Take a look at this, Mr. Jericho. Take a good look. because you're in there with Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holes. Look at that. Malenko went underneath, caught him in that beautiful, beautiful scoop body slam. And look at that. Hooked him in the midair. Look how the legs are wrapped around. He knows what he's doing. There's your winner.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. You want to hear who's here next week?
I want to hear who's next week.
Where's my paper now?
There's